Hello to the gamers, we're back, and humbled, newly humbled by Ascension 8. Elites are tougher, I should have known. A curse for a random rare relic. That's a gimme in my house. And this, I don't see Lizard Tail as a get-out-of-jail-free card anymore. I see Lizard Tail as giving us the impetus to fight as many elites as possible. I think I would consider it a mild personal failure if we beat the run and Lizard Tail had not popped, because that, to me, means that we could have gone harder on farming in the game, and I was instead choosing to play like a coward, which is, it's a melancholy impulse, okay? So I'm going to try to get 3 elites on this floor, because the relics could supercharge us. Give me a leap, just because I'm loath to not take a card on the first possible option. It's a bit of a crazy play. What if you were to transform a defend? Streamline is a beautiful... You've taken defend away, which I'm greatly appreciative of, mostly because we want to kill enemies faster in the early game, I think. And you've replaced it with a great attack. That's like a great attack early, at least. That's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. I feel like that's one of the only times in my entire history playing this game I haven't taken upgrade. And I gotta say, maybe I'll be trying it on for size later too, because it appears to have worked out quite nicely. Self-repair means maybe I could be a little bit more aggressive. I'll admit I'm playing a little quick right now. But we are also one dual cast away from killing this guy, and we have like no cards in our deck, so it's easy enough. 3 potions, too. I think this... I don't often take it... Well, maybe that's not even true. Start each combat with 1 artifact. Normally, I would be going chill, and then making it innate as soon as possible, and I think it can go crazy. But we're gonna mix it up a little bit here. This allows us to possibly take, like, bias cognition. So I just want to see what we got here. Give me top card played automatically. I don't necessarily want to play Entropic Brew until we have to, because it's basically worth 3 potions. I mean, it's not... It's... I guess it's... No, it's worth 3 potions. I don't know why I'm trying to get so technical with it. But I think this would be the right time to do it. Play your block. Play Entropic. Is there anything we'd want to bring back? It's kind of tempting to just bring back a Streamline, so the next time we draw it, which could be next turn, it would cost 0. And we take a little damage, and we spend a lot of resources on it, but I think that this is pretty sick. I think it played a Void? What'd you play? Oh, you played my Clumsy. That's good. That means we don't have to draw it. You saved me a play. I'm never going to forget that. I appreciate that. We respect loyalty around here. Now, I've said this a few times, but this time is definitely true, okay? This one feels a little bit different. I'm gonna hit you anyway. Just a little bit different. Now, this is a bummer. We're gonna take 10 to the dome. That's what happens when you have none defends in your deck, but that's okay. Kunai. This changes everything. We want cheap attacks, build decks, and then play defense. And I don't know, maybe like lightning orbs make up the damage for us? I'm not totally sure yet. Lots of good things to upgrade here. Let's go Streamline first. And then maybe Vulnerability second. Bit of a wasted turn. It would be nice to have gotten Streamline earlier, but at least we know, like I was going to say, we got it on that turn. And I could just make you vulnerable. I probably don't use my potions as much as I should. I'll admit that. I'm just thinking. I think we want to... We can afford to slow play the fight a little bit, I think, because we have 1 artifact. We're not really slow playing it a lot. I mean, we're still getting hit for like 14 on this turn, but I just meant like we can slow play it as in we can actually afford to play some blocks. Toy Ornithopter kind of goes crazy. Claw, obviously great with what we're trying to do with Kunai here. Glacier, just always good. This is a very rare situation because Glacier is amazing. I think we take Claw. Literally, the reason I'm doing it is because it's fun. So maybe it's not the best option available, but it might be good enough to work with what we have, and we'll have a fun time doing it. So sue me, okay? So what do we need? Draw. Draw gives us more cheap attacks, which then gives us more dex, which makes our defense, you know, that much more valuable, obviously. That was totally fine. Thank you, Lizardtail. Thank you for everything. We can take Biased Cognition because we have the artifact. I know, it's a little crazy. Let's not be cowards. Give me the Golden Idol and take 18 HP from me. Why? Because we got Lizardtail, bro. Until we lose Lizardtail, I don't think we need to mess about, or we need to be like too scared. I would love to play Self-Repair. This is a bit... Oh, you're gonna die anyway? Okay, then die. I was like, we can let him live, take 5, and heal 7. Rebound. Rebound for a Claw or a 0-cost Streamline would hit the spot. Evoking is gonna do 12. We could possibly set up 2 kills with this. We get there. We take 8, big whoop. Play Self-Repair. Play a Defense. Now, I know what you're going to say. You don't need to tell me, okay? I'm not going to heal before the boss. We can make it work. And then Scrape also helps us with the Kunai. This is a very different sort of build than I've been running. I have a little... Scrape, if you haven't seen it, it does damage. And then it draws 5 cards and discards all the ones that are not 0 cost. Interesting. I think I gotta like strike rebounds. I gotta do some damage. We don't play our zap. We gotta stop you from attacking here, of course. Claw me. Scrape for sure. We still get the beam cell. Kunai worked. We still have our artifact, which I think is important to check. Okay, so we got lots of focus coming out here. What we don't have is like a ton of defense, so we gotta be like a little careful with it. I think at least we could have played something, but you know. I ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3. I mean, that's 8 block. This gets it out of our deck, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're gonna do 20 damage to me, huh? Interesting. I can't believe I'm not playing Echo Form. Do you play it and then just eat the lizard tail? I think you do. Because I think, like... I think it matters. I kind of hate that I think it matters, but I do think it matters. So let's double up on Claw first, because it does better with scaling. We'll bring Scrape back next turn. I guess we'll play Hello World. So I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. Oh, wait, I gotta take this. Okay, 1 sec. Alright, we're so back. I feel like we did well with Lizardtail, man. Look, I mean, Kunai, Toy Ornithopter, Preserved Insects. I don't even remember where we got Meal Ticket, but that might have been part of it. Golden Idol. I might not have had the stones to go through with all that stuff. Were it not for the... Well, that stings. Were it not for the Lizardtail. So I appreciate everything that Lizardtail's done for us. I guess Scrape is good even when it doesn't draw 0-cost cards, right? Because it means that it'll draw 0-cost cards faster on the next turn. Now he's getting it. Really should have set up Streamline or something, but let me look at this for a second and be like, this. Nothing zero cost, but we get to our zero cost cards faster as a result. We take a little bit of damage, so what? Our claws are starting to pop off. And then, yeah, Echo Form has... Who would have thought Echo Form? It turns out like kind of a good card. Having played that really opened us up to being able to do essentially whatever we choose. Claws are popping. And again, it might be a mistake. I was going to say you might say it's a mistake, but it might be a mistake to play the claw before the beam cell. But I'm doing it for like a purpose, okay? I'm doing it because I'd rather get 4 extra damage on the claw than 4 vulnerability and then 1 increment of damage on the claw, but I might be wrong. I do like electrodynamics. This run is not really built for it. Although with bias cognition, actually that might change everything. Maybe playing the electrodynamics opens you up to just, that's like a one-stop shop for doing tons of damage to wide swaths of enemies, and then you can afford to play your zero-cost cards. There you go. I was thinking too much with archetypes. Now, this one I'm just going to give it to you straight. Do we have a curse in our deck? As we do, yeah. This one I'm going to give it to you straight. I think we need Cursed Key. We have a lot of 2-cost cards, and I think with Golden Idol, I can account for the curses, although I would like to get more draw. And I think, honestly, it's a spicy play, but I think I'm elite farming again. So you're doing 12 damage. I cannot put up 12 block, but I can put up 5 block and knock one of you out. Yeah, I actually feel like this run's in a very good spot. Definitely like to play this. I've got to remember I don't have an Echo Form in my deck. This kills you. You die. No, you're both dead, which is great. There we go. Because we get to play our self-repair, which is very important. I think you can add a Go for the Eyes. Even if it's not the most valuable card, I think it does allow us to get an extra cheap attack, which can get drawn with Scrape, which can hit Kunai, which can make your defense better. I do think that I would love to get some good defense to go with the... Maybe we don't play Biased on this one. I would love to get some good defense to go with... well, we'll definitely play it here. To go with our enhanced decks. Like a reinforced body would go kind of nutty. Should really be using some potions. I think draw is pretty nutty, even if we're not 100% orb focused. We're happy to see the draw. Let's start here. I don't think we need to play a gambler's brew yet. Although we should use potions at some point. Maybe we should see it as a good thing that we don't feel like we need to use our potions all the time. This one, on the other hand, I feel like I need to use my potion. You know why? We need electrodynamics. And there it is. Oh, I forgot we heal off of it too. So I think it's kind of like a no-brainer. You sort of have to play it. You're already dead, which means we're going to be vulnerable. We're not going to play 3 attacks. So let's get a Frost Orb out there. And then maybe just a Leap. 16 block. As long as we play a Self-Repair, we're feeling pretty good. Now this one's a little bit more annoying. Actually, it's not annoying at all. Look at that. We're fine. And we're going to draw Self-Repair next turn, and you're basically already dead. I don't know. Apparently, we were not guaranteed to draw Self-Repair next turn, so we got lucky with that one, but I'll take it. Speed Potion. So I think a Charge Battery is nice. I think taking a few extra good blocks would be just what the doctor ordered. Huge whiff. Worst part of that, now that I think about it, we might have drawn past our good powers as well. But whatever. Then I didn't even pop Kunai properly. Dial in, man! Sorry, I mean lock in. at some point, dial, which was our parlance for locking in, switched to lock in, and now I'm behind the times. I used to be with it, and then they changed what it was, and now what's it is weird and unfamiliar to me. You know, Grandpa Simpson, you know what I'm talking about. You're dead. We're at full health. So this is a great proof of concept that this deck's doing great stuff right now. How about an attack that also lets you draw? Fits us very nicely. How about removing a curse, saving some money to possibly remove another curse after we open this right here, although there's no other shop, so I love where our deck is at. I don't think, I mean, like a Steam Barrier actually is kind of crazy because we could play it for 0. We'll probably have 1 dex by the time it comes back. But at some point, is like 6 block going to be that valuable to us? I do kind of love getting a potion after every fight. Because that mentally, pardon me, it allows me to feel like I can easily use 1 potion every fight. Instead of being like, no, I can't use it. What if we need it later? I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm liking what we got. I guess we'll play our cards. I'm a different kind of beast. I like to play my cards. And we're still kind of like in that self-repair zone where I would feel like that would be worth something to us. Hang on, 21 damage. I'm like, 21 takes you to 45. If I made you vulnerable, we would do 12, 9, 9. Just 30, you would certainly not die. So, let's do this. We'll minimize the damage taken at least. And then you should die on this turn. We've already played self-repair. Well, I think this fight, sometimes you're going to take damage, but this fight also just goes to show you, like, I'm going to keep it as is, even with that upgraded beam cell. It just goes to show you there's room for improvement, you know? Zap and dual cast costing 0 would also be nice, even though they're not attacks, but here's where I stand at the moment. Ice ya? You're very iceable. And it heals us, so it's like, would almost be silly not to. We do take 20 on turn 1. Now, actually, this is completely by accident, but very nice to think about. We gotcha. I just realized that basically we have the possibility to heal for 5 at the end of every battle when we get a potion. But it's actually even better than the possibility of healing for 5 because we can defer it and then heal later instead if we don't need it. So I think there's a lot to like there. I can't get 2 innate curses. We literally just got 1. That would ruin our starting hands. It's already, an innate curse is already bad enough. This Andrew again? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to start 5 decks up. Huge. I should have rebounded it, but you know what? Our order's all scuffed, but I want to make sure that I draw charge battery next turn. So I want to play it after rebound. I could have handled that turn a lot better, but we ain't sweating it, okay? I ain't sweating it, you ain't sweating it. See, this is looking much better here. Now, we may or may not want to play Bias Cognition. And let me think about this for a second. If I pop this... 4 focus, 12, 12, 12. If I pop 3 darkness orbs, you'll then take 36 damage, which is not even close to enough to kill you. I still think we pop it and then self-repair, but we don't necessarily have to use the darkness potion. It just sucks to take that much damage, but whatever. Whatever, that's what the potions are for. That's ceramic fish. Whenever you add a card, gain 9 gold. You know what? How about an attack that draws? I think draw is going to be so important with like the fact that we're on a claw deck here. That we're spoiled for choice when it comes to upgrades. Like, we got a lot of good cards to upgrade. This is a kick in the teeth, man. 23 damage right off the jump. That's why we need to remove our innate curse as soon as possible. That's one of the reasons we got to remove our innate curse as soon as possible. We still have no blocks, which is disgusting. I think our only chance is to hopefully kill this guy before he gets a chance to attack, which actually he can. So even though we lose the focus with bias cognition, I think it was definitely the right play. And then, are you already dead? You're not? I have to stall you because I want to play my self-repair. Which means we need to draw a self-repair. Oh my god. That, I'm not sure if I would have done that 3 years ago when I was playing Slay the Spire. I think that represents personal growth. Okay. Here, I don't think we're going to need the decks. Who are you? I'd rather maybe start with the decks on the next one, which allows me to like start with this right here. Because we might as well use the potion. I think this boss fight will be tough because we don't scale well. Our deck scales, obviously, but... You're gonna die. We're still gonna take damage. I mean, it's abundantly clear we need more block cards. Our actual ability to block is great because of our increasing decks. But hindered... We should have obviously made you vulnerable first. Hindered by the fact that we just don't have that many block cards in the deck to begin with. Regen potion goes kind of crazy though. Okay, in that case, that's a no-brainer. And yeah, I'm a little self-conscious that I got 30 cards in my deck. But here we are, and you know what? I'm gonna start to make Zap and Dual Cast like targetable by Scrape by making them cost 0. Now the question is, do you want... I'm going to go out on a limb and say 5 focus across 3 orbs is worth way more than 5 decks, which we can build ourselves, although it'll be slow. So I'm actually going to play this bias cognition, because this is going to be like a huge damage enabler for us, especially when combined with electrodynamics. So I think we made the right decision. Now our dex is going to scale slowly, but it'll get there. We need a sweeping beam. And the reason we need a sweeping beam is because we need... I'm not going to play it yet because I want to play electrodynamics. We need electrodynamics. That's the reason. That's literally what I was just going to say. So disregard that. So I'm going to keep that orb. That's a rare occurrence for me. You took my electrodynamics, you piece of junk. Of course, and then you took my scrape. Those are my cards. It's the cards I need, man. Which one of you have electrodynamics? Okay, beam cell. Go for the eyes. Rebound. Streamline. You will die. Even with Nunchuck, we won't have the energy required to play electrodynamics, whatever. At least it's in our hands. And Streamline's getting cheap. You're doing 24 damage. Things you don't love to see. Whatever. We're blocking 19. That's actually pretty sick. And now we don't need electrodynamics, so we're going to draw it. No? Okay, you proved me wrong. So the real... I was just going to say, this is where things get tough. Got to put up quite a lot of block. That was actually pretty good. And now we're kind of relying on our orbs, but also like our claw scaling. And claw is just 1 card. So like, we're putting a lot of faith in that 1 card. But it is what it is, man. Let's rebound the scrape here, which then allows us to like draw a scrape. Absolutely true. So our dex is going nutty mode. We will win. It wasn't as clean of a fight as maybe I might have liked, but we will win. Now, it's always a nice thought experiment, I think, to figure out what the heck you're gonna play, or what you'd like to see before it shows up. I think the big one, like the game winner, as long as we don't go up against the Timekeeper, which is a potential disaster waiting to happen. But the money maker is if we get all for one. 2 cost, 12 damage, either 10 damage maybe, brings back all 0 cost cards from your discard pile. So that's what we're looking for, so we know it if we see it. We don't see it. We don't summon enough lightning, I think, to justify that. A reboot is kind of like always nice to have, I suppose. Okay, so they're all energy relics. I feel like we need the Smith. We have lots of unupgraded cards that go crazy. We can't afford to not get potions because of our Elephant Beast and Toy Ornithopter. So, sure, I'll give them 1 strength. We're past Act 2, which is when that's like the hardest for it, right? And then I'm basing my entire pathing on... That's when the Philosopher's Stone's at its worst, I was going to say, is Act 2. And we didn't get the Timekeeper, so I think we got a good chance, although not guaranteed. I'm basing my entire pathing on hitting a shop after getting a curse from Cursed Key here. So this is how we're going to do it. And there's a couple flex options for elites in there, so I think this path seems pretty nice. We gotta, it's all about the orbs, man. It's all about the orbs. This is actually a great opportunity, even though obviously like turn 1, we don't need it. It's a pretty good opportunity to get extra decks because this guy scales up fairly quickly. We have 7 energy. Holy cow. I could have drawn 2. It's all right. I was gonna say I could have drawn Charge Battery twice. By the way, big ups to Nunchucks, a relic I don't pay attention to that's doing, I think, fantastic work for me right now. Thanks so much for your support, Nunchuck. Couldn't do it without you. Beautiful first fight. Regen potion, always nice to have. Let's keep the deck as lean as we can right now. Do me a favor, take a strike out of my deck. That might as well be a free shop removal as far as I'm concerned. Now here... We whip orbs around fast enough. I actually think the Essence of Darkness is not like that valuable of a potion, so let's get it out here. Let's cool-headed. FTL. Scrape. Stings a little bit. Oh, I guess if I'm gonna go for the, we're gonna go for the Eyes Defend. Now that I think about it, go for the Eyes Defend. Okay. And 1 damage, who cares? The potion makes up for that. We could always wait on using the potion, I guess, to see if we need the heal. Very astute observation. Now that just stings, but that's life with the spiker. That's life, man. That's life with the spiker. That's the Mac, man. She'll chew you up and spit you out. 8 damage. You're cooked, right? Yeah, you're cooked. Okay. Very good so far. I'm going to take a drink of water so I don't get distracted here. Now, reinforced body is exactly what we want. I would say for me, unfortunately, Toxic Egg is not something we need because we're not going to add that many cards to our deck probably, even with Ceramic Fish. So I think you have to remove your innate curse. I think we also like Pellets, which allows us to play like a Dex potion or a Speed potion, tank it with the artifact, still play Bias Cognition, and then use the Pellets to purge the focus loss from Bias Cognition. So we can kind of have the best of both worlds, I think. So here, let me simmer on this one for a second. We're not putting up 14 block right now. That's a given. You guys are putting up block. It'd be nice if we could take you out, quite frankly. We know we're probably going to want to play Electrodynamics. I'm actually going to play an attack potion because we didn't get an attack. And getting an attack allows us to... We got to play that. And then maybe just double cast it? You could just play this instead. Getting an attack allowed us to get 1 dex because of the kunai. Sorry, there's a lot of moving parts for a guy like me here. This is not great. We'll attack you twice in the hopes that one lightning hits you and that takes 14 damage off. Oh, because of electrodynamics, of course it's going to hit you. And then we have exact block. It's almost like they designed it that way. Who would have thought? And now you're all dead. I don't need to play self-repair because my HP is full. Okay, beautiful. Definitely I'll add a second claw. Upgraded or not. So, let's start with the colorless. We do apply some debuffs, but I think like draw is also very important for us. Is what it is. It's always nice to get the bias cognition out there early. Like in general, I think the earlier you draw your powers, the happier you're gonna be. Any chance we could get some dex off there, some defense out of this? Any defense in the deck? Okay. 46 damage off the top there. Stings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It does sting a little bit. People, it does. And we could heal, but like, it feels like we'd be better off healing on our next one, right? Now don't laugh at me. There's a chance we play enough cards to kill you. Eep. Thank you for being you. Thank you for existing. If we didn't draw that card, it might have been like cancel Christmas, man. So now we're at 33 HP. We got Mango, which is beautiful. We got Smoke Bomb. We might actually like to have a Glacier in the deck. Deck's getting thick, but like I think it's a positive, right? It's getting thick with good cards. Brother, 14. Let me look at this. 14, 21. You're doing a billion damage. Tell you what. Thanks for the 5 HP. See you never. I'm not debasing myself with that. It's an insult that you would even suggest it. This fight is guaranteed to go 5 turns. Let's pop a regen potion. Now, even this sort of sucks. We can't play one of our cards. It should be... Don't shoot the messenger. We should wait on self-repair. We can play it later. We want the orbs out there as soon as possible. See if you draw something better. That's free damage. We should have brought it back with rebounds. Actually, I feel like, if anything, maybe it's best to bring back reinforced body. But I'm gonna actually put an orb out there and then play reinforced body second. We're taking no damage, so I'm not crying about it. You got me confused with some other guy. Okay, it's over for them now. We got him in the spin cycle. It's done. We play this to trigger the kunai, then we do our redraw. It's over for you. I hope you've enjoyed your time. Because this is exactly what we want to see against the final boss. We only put up 12 block, it doesn't matter. We did 130 damage. Do it again. Okay, we will not be doing it again. Although, let's see, 7, you might hit us a little bit. You hit us for a little bit, who cares? We actually, like, made up almost all, / definitely all of the ground we lost here. Like, this is 65 block. We're gonna have 79 HP at the end of this. We went into it with, like, 30. So this is that's a big win as far as I'm concerned. We don't really need the energy. We don't dislike it, but we don't really need it. You're gonna give me a curse. It's innate. We're going to smith. Honestly, like the 1 extra focus might hit the spot, man. 1 extra focus times 3 orbs times many turns. Choose a skill to start in your hand. That's the only thing that can make me reconsider removing our innate curse. But there's no, like, one skill. This deck is really, like, it rules by committee, man. So I think let's cut Writhe. Obviously. And let's... We do shuffle a lot, but I'd rather have the focus, I think. And then let me take a peek at this. We have to do at least 1 elite fight. This is an okay fight for us if we get an early electrodynamics. They don't make them much earlier than that. You're all dead. You're going to cost 1 next time you show up. Okay, so we need to have some blocks in order, though, for this turn. And we're not really going to. You need to take 10 damage. I have to weaken you, though. You need to take, like, 1 hit. Okay, whatever. We take a small hit. It's not that big of a deal. Plus, we're holding our potions to use on the final boss. So, like, I think we're doing the right thing. I'm playing it all, and then I'll pop my reboot. You never know. Because we could just draw, like, straight garbage. I think we're very happy with how this went down. And you're basically dead. This couldn't have gone better. I think we should fight the other elite. I know. Well, I'm of 2 minds. Incense Burner is a crazy relic. Defrag is a crazy card. Let's see what we got here. I would love to remove a basic strike from my deck. The thing is, we were kind of given like a golden gift. But you know what? I'm probably going to fight the spaghetti monster anyway. Anyone want to check out this seed and tell me if I would have fought the spaghetti monster? I'd rather fight this dude than fight the spaghetti monster. I hate that guy. Just trying to think. I guess, I don't know. I kind of like Distilled Chaos. I don't really want to pop it for no reason. And you usually want to play attacks last against this guy. We don't need to play this. We could. We could, but it's only going to do like 12 damage by the end of the fight. So I think we save this and play it if we need to play it. We don't need to play it right now. So give me a defrag, leap, defend, rebound, ball, lightning. Now this one, oh, he's not attacking this turn. Okay, well, that's easier. It's easier to puzzle it out. We don't need to play charge battery. I'll play my attacks in this case. Then reboot and hopefully draw the claws again. No claws, but electrodynamics with extra focus. That feels pretty good. I think we're going to make it at this point. We need to draw. You can play your attacks last. Okay, 14 block. Definitely in the building. We've got a couple turns before things get real. Might as well, I suppose. We're not putting out the kind of damage that I'd like to be putting out, but maybe we're getting there slowly but surely. Extra energy goes crazy, dude. I think we gotta bias you. You can tell I'm getting a little stressed out. Because we have to kill you fast, otherwise we're going to die. And we're in there. Oh, that's a great time for that to show up, man. We should have rebounded the claw as well. It came back anyway, but that's my mistake. You rebound the claw this time. We got him. We got him. We didn't even have to use a potion. Essence of Darkness. I'd rather have Essence of Darkness than Liquid Bronze, I think. We don't need any of this. Okay. There was a little touch and go a couple of times there. Let's make dual cast targetable by scrape. 28 card deck going up against the boss. This is the rare situation, I think, in which we don't want to pop our potions too early. We could stall on the potions a little bit, because we can use them to regain a little bit of HP. I'm going to pop this, and I'm going to dual cast. And now I'm going to pop the Distilled Chaos, just because I want to see what the cards are. And you know what? Well, no, you don't need to. You don't need to. Or you know what, actually? I kind of like the idea of getting these orbs out here with all this focus, and then like a dual cast will go crazy on them. So we'd be playing Self-Repair just to get it out of our deck. I think I could stall on that one, especially considering the negative effects that it could impart for us by making this boss stronger. In this, now that it's our only card, I'll play it. Okay. And we have enough block anyway. Okay, I think you can't stop me. You already know I'm obsessed with it. Beautiful draw. Play it. Don't worry about the long-term decks. Just try not to take too much damage early here. We still got a potion we can pop. Now's probably the time. I gotta tell you, energy relics, turns out energy relics are pretty good if you take the right ones. Draw. Obviously, we're not really getting our combo going here, which is playing as many zero-cost attacks as possible. But it looks very stable. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And the claws are kind of popping already, too. Like, what are our claws looking like? 13-13? Like, those are some very strong zero-cost cards, I think. Let me get a Rebound Glacier, basically under, like, every circumstance. I'm a little cocky with it now, but there's nothing you could do. It's over. It's gone. I spent it. You might think that this is, like, overly braggadocious, but I am, as I often say, maybe it's good to take stock of your own abilities in this game from time to time. I'm proud of myself for this one, because, again, it's kind of like we didn't just build into one specific archetype, and I know that's what I often say, but, like, we're kind of a Frost Focus build, we're kind of a Claw build, which is, I think, just a roundabout way of saying, like, we actually just built a deck full of, like, pretty good stuff. Assuming nothing goes horribly wrong right here. I mean, it's hard for it to go wrong when, you know, we have, like, Frost Orbs that block for 10, but... And Intangibility, and, you know... I mean, you've seen the run. You saw what happened here. Take it. We drew more zero-cost cards. Now, this one, I have to throw this one on the power of our relics. Maybe I'm giving way too much credit to the cards. Maybe any series of cards could have won this run realistically, given the amazing relics we have. There's a lot of my favorites in here. And I'm a big fan of the synergy we got, even if I didn't notice it right away, between White Beast statue and... are you dead? Not quite. And Toy Ornithopter, like that. And Blood Vial was also in there. Like, that's not chopped liver. Don't forget about Blood Vial. I didn't forget about you. Okay, good run. Ascension 8 in the books. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Ascension 9 coming up next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!